Welcome to another Sigma Live English Hangout. Today we have with us Ms. Elena Donets, the CEO at StarTau and the co-founder at Start Israel. Welcome, Elena.
Hi.
So I see you're involved in digital entrepreneurship and businesses that are online. So let's start with why are you visiting Cyprus exactly?
I was invited to give a workshop about digital entrepreneurship for women, and to explain why is digital entrepreneurship. It's one of the leading resources for how to become entrepreneur. The easiest way, let's see, because you have a lot of the advantages, and the whole world is changed with digital presence that we have right now in 2000s. And this is the main change that we need to understand how to work with it right now.
Mm-hmm. And what can Cypriots, or how can Cypriots get more involved in digital entrepreneurship, and what lessons can be learned,
So Israel and Cyprus has a lot of similarities. We are very small countries, and we don't have a big market here inside. So we need to think out of the box how to create big companies. And digital entrepreneurship, it's one of our opportunities to create something really big from very small place. And we see that Israel was really successful in those creations. If you talk about a lot of startups that came out as ways or others that can create it from Israel, small country, but they are global ventures. So I believe that Cyprus can learn a lot from Israel is how to create global ventures, because this is the main opportunity how to become very successful entrepreneur and to create big companies. We see that the digital revolution is here right now. It's the question how Uber as a digital company has a valuation equals to big companies as Teva, pharmaceutical company, and the difference is that it's a global venture, and valuation is the same, but here pharmaceutical company has a lot of patents, resources, etc. to be evaluated there, and Uber, it's only application. What they're talking about, it's application, and it's $10 billion company just in a couple of years. So if we see it as an opportunity, we can learn from this. And we can create, in nowadays, it's an opportunity to create some really big from our house. How to become digital entrepreneur is how to start your way of doing business from your house with very lean resources and to become successful ones. And that's why I really talk about digital revolution and not just entrepreneurship, because it gives a lot of opportunities to those who thought that they are not there, they are not businessmen, they are not entrepreneurs. And right now they have an opportunity to become those. You should learn how to become. And this is what about my lecture will be to get tonight, is the basic 10 steps that you can create the venture. But this is only the basics, it's only the start. Afterwards coming the execution, and the right execution you can learn from those who succeed already.
Mm-hmm. And so how can people get started in digital entrepreneurship? It seems a little daunting sometimes, so how can you really just sort of decide to start doing?
It's the same how decide to become entrepreneur. You want to change something, and you understand that there's some problem, and you can learn from a lot of case studies around the world right now that the problem, first of all, is very simple. For example, we talked about Uber. Uber, how you can order the taxi, or you have it's a new revolution of sharing economy that comes in, that you have your car and you want to earn money from your car, or to not to become a taxi driver, but also you're driving, so you can earn money from this driving. And this is a small local problem that you can think about it. But afterwards, in order to succeed in digital entrepreneurship, you have to create the community, a global community. And this is the main challenge, how to create the community around your solution that you present. You can stay local and do nice things also in digital entrepreneurship. It can be as some e-commerce website for your community or even for your neighborhood, that it can just be virtual coffee shop or something like this. Or you want to become a global entrepreneur and to create it. It depends on you and your vision. So digital entrepreneurship, it can be very small and can be very big. But it's the same as any other venture. You can decide by yourself that you can act local and think global. Or you can act local and think local. So it's your decision as entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm. And I think we touched a little bit, but why is it so important to get involved in the digital world today, especially in business?
Once you see the revolution that came, most of the people with smartphones, with computers, half of their time in their life stays in virtual digital world. So you think about how you can catch those people together, and the easiest way is to catch them on digital. Great example from very interesting, it's coming from marketing and coming from the branding. I had a meeting with Philip Morris cigarettes, and the last news that they're raising their prices for cigarettes because their sales dropped down. And one of the reasons of the sales drop down because they are not allowed to market on the digital media cigarettes because it's not allowed by the law. And right now, the company see that there has no presence on digital, and physical marketing is not working yet as well as worked before. So the big companies understand that digital presence is much important today than a physical presence. And you can see that digital world became more influenced and more powerful than physical world because people stay there. You can see statistics that on Facebook and Instagram and others, people are staying at least 2 hours a day, and it's a huge time. And this is the main change that just came with internet, came with Facebook and all the media that created this world that allows you to stay there a lot of time and to be interested there. And you have disadvantages and advantages of this world, but this is the next topic and a very interesting topic to talk about it. But the next generation that we have right now, all the millennials that we are talking about, our students, our young population, they don't remember, they don't know what does it mean to stay and to live in the world without smartphone. And it's very interesting to understand that smartphone for them, it's a whole world. And this is the next thing that you have to understand in business also, and you want them be involved in your business. That's why we have to think about also your creative venture. You have to build also digital presence for your venture. It doesn't matter what you're doing. And once we see it as a together, physical and digital world, you understand that digital entrepreneurship, you have a lot of advantages of this, but you have to be there. You have to learn how to operate there, how to create your community, how to market in there, how to create a value there. The values are different than in physical world. And this is a new change that we are able to see, and we are really lucky to see this change.
Mm-hmm. And so I know you know about startups. How has the market changed for startups since this, the digital world has become so important?
It's a digital world allows startups to become known, become famous, and to create the community in a very lean way. If you are talented enough and you have enough time, you can create a great venture without any office space, without any loans or investments. You just invest in your talent and your time in this, and you're operating from your home, and you don't really need it. For example, we have a very nice venture called the Divine. It's a venture that were created by two women with high-tech background, and they said that we want to come to Israel with new wines from around the world, but with new concept of create some not just an e-commerce website, but what they're doing, they sending you a box once in 2 months with different wines from around the world, and they actually don't need anything here because it's a digital. You just subscribing and you get the wine at your home, and they operate all of the operation of their company from their homes. So you have lower expenses here. That's why it's easier for you to start it. It's more opportunity there. And this is why digital entrepreneurship is very famous right now, because once you are unemployed and you want to create something, just start create. And you have a lot of resources on Google, etc., that can give you a lot of tools and knowledge how to do it. And you just need to know how to start and how to find the right resource to learn from there. And this is what I'm talking about, how to start and to point you to some resources of knowledge and tools that can get there, so you can start by your own and to learn from each other on the digital world.
I'd like to thank you for your time. It was a very interesting discussion. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.